It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey, guys. I promise I'm only doing that for lives at this point because I read your comments. But hey, guys, welcome back. All right, so we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac and Salt Lake City. We've talked about it today a little bit on Jason's channel and also Kimpire's channel. But now I wanted to do a live where we briefly go over the topics and then have callers because we haven't heard from the callers all day. Now, with that, guys, it's a subscribers-only live chat. So if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to smash that like button. And with that, let's welcome Jason from Down with Jason. Hey.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, what happened? You had me close again?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh gosh, I don't look good enough to be close right now. Okay.
Actually, can I say something, Jason?
Distance. Yes.
You wore my hoodie this morning, and now you're wearing my blue shirt.
Don't start. You have worn my clothes for over 8 years, friend. So don't even start.
Guys, I want to tell you what gaslighting looks like in a relationship because Oh no, I'm going there. And we also have Janelle in the room. Hey Janelle. Guys, by the way, I attached Bonjour. I attached the call-in link so you guys can call in and join the conversation. That is the whole point of this live because we won't be back for hot, messy topics because we do have family coming in tonight. So we will resume that tomorrow along with Jason's 11 p.m. Anchor Watch. But Jason asked me the other day, you guys know I haven't been drinking. I've been on this like extreme diet. Jason the other day pulls out vodka. I catch him making a nice little cocktail, which it was his first one, so it doesn't matter. And then he looks at me and says, have you been drinking the vodka? And I'm like, I haven't been drinking it. What do you mean? And then I walk out.
That was before that because I had realized that the vodka had gone down. And I'm like, wait a second. Because when you say you're doing something, like when you say you're going to diet or when you say you're not going to drink, you diet and you don't drink. Legit, you are so. It's so funny because we'll be out. Like, let's say the other day we went out for dinner with my mom and you like were very careful on what you got. And then I ordered a Manhattan and I was like, do you want a sip? And you wouldn't even touch it. Whereas me, I'd be like, if someone offers me a sip, I'm drinking it. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, also, okay.
I do have to applaud. Like, you are very good at this stuff. I am not.
See, thank you. And guys, my cheat day was Saturday and we go and Jason's mom looked at me like I was crazy because I was annoying her with my diet. And we sit down and I said, Janet, you have to see they have the best crab cake Benedicts ever. So we all order a crab cake Benny. And then the woman comes to me and she's like, okay, what would you like for your side? I was like, can I get no side, no bread, sauce on the side? And is there gluten in it?
Who gets a Benedict? Yeah, if you have the bread, who gets a Benedict without like the...
I know. Janet, your mom looked at me like I was crazy. But my point was, I was going and I was just whitening my teeth. I'm going to the bathroom, crossing the hall, and I catch Jason pouring the vodka. And I'm like, no, bitch, you tried getting me, but I busted you. And that's what a relationship's all about. The excitement of busting your partner in the act of doing wrong. Yeah.
That's so funny because I've busted you so many times.
Okay. Guys, we're going to bring up Janelle and Donna. Guys, again, make sure to call in. But I'm going to start in with Salt Lake City because I asked you guys in the poll, which episode of which franchise did you enjoy more? And most of you said Salt Lake City. And there's a lot to unpack here. Now, we did recap it, but I just want to kind of give you some points before I bring up some callers. We know that we had a continuation of the Jen Shah, legal drama. Jen Shah is maintaining that she's innocent. And tomorrow we will be back with Emily D. Baker, who's breaking down the Stuart Smith changing of his plea to guilty and facing 70 years in prison. But when Jen Shah came on yesterday, we got a little bit of a cameo of her in her attorney's office. And she's like, I'm innocent. And I just feel bad for my family. They're the victims in this. Jason, thoughts?
No, the thing is it's complete deflection, right? Because Jen is so good at doing this. She's so good at deflecting and becoming the victim whenever she gets caught doing anything. Like, I want to believe her because she's also very good at convincing you. But then I think back on like the time she hit Heather on the hand and blew up, or when she splashed the water from the bathtub, or the way she talked to that designer in the leaked audio tape. I don't believe anything Jen has to say.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring up
at this point.
I'm going to bring up Janelle and see what Janelle says. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi.
I feel like we don't talk to each other when it's light out.
Right.
I know. It's weird.
Like, oh my God, what is sunshine? Oh my God,
What is that behind you? Oh,
what is daytime? What is it? What's going on?
It's weird. It's weird. But welcome to Hot Messy Late Afternoon.
I know. It's so weird being here before 6.
I know, right?
Ugh.
Which is worked out
We'll
perfectly for
reconvene
me
tomorrow.
because I'm going out to dinner tonight. Because today's my official first day off work. I'm officially on vacation. So,
Woo!
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Get into holiday
Sagittarius season.
Oh my God. That's why my friend's taking me out for dinner because she can't be with me on my birthday. So she's taking me out to dinner tonight to celebrate my birthday.
When is your birthday? I know you've told us before, but is it the end of this month or the beginning of next?
Beginning of next month.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. I'll be turning 32. Oh my God.
No, you don't look a day over 24 and a half.
Oh my God, thank you.
All right.
It's the skincare.
Yes. All right, Janelle. Well, I do want to pick your brain a little bit. You obviously watched Salt Lake City and Potomac. I've seen you active in the live chats today. What was your take on last night's episode of Salt Lake City? Oh God, here we go.
First off, I have been saying this, and Mocha Raid was laughing at me in the live chat today. I am excited for the upcoming Mary Cosby church cult docuseries. I know has not been made yet, but I'm waiting for it because
you said it like it was coming. I was like, did I miss something?
Listen, I can sell y'all anything. I can sell that TV show if they ask me to. I don't care if it's gonna be on Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I want to. I will sell that show to you. I'm excited. Okay, it is.
It makes it sound like you think that there is some shady dealings going behind the scenes with Mary Cosby.
Oh hell yes.
You can't say it like that. You're saying it like you know for sure.
I don't know for sure, but I'd be on her website and I was like, ooh, child, look, first off, let me tell you something. I have my own personal website and I cannot afford to take off the Wix banner yet on my website until I make like more coin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, if you are asking allegedly your congregation to mortgage their homes and then allegedly give them the money from the mortgage, then girl, why you still got the Wix banner on your website? I thought you were making money.
Wait, hold on.
Go to the faith.
What in the hell? Wait, okay.
Hi, Justice. Welcome.
That's just I messaged you. I was like, "Where are you at?" I literally messaged.
No, I know you just did, so that's why I popped in.
Hey, Justice, I'm asking Janelle because we've obviously recapped Potomac and Salt Lake City today, but I wanted to get some callers to chime in and let us know what you guys thought about the episodes. I know it was a little bit of a shit show. Janelle was giving us her version of it, and she's obviously very excited about this non-existent docuseries coming about Mary Cosby's alleged cult. What are your thoughts?
It's going to be called The Cult of Mary, or Mary's Little Sheep. Mary's Little Lamb.
Oh my God.
Martha Cosby.
Mary Martha Croft.
Yeah. The children of Mary.
Her name is a mouthful. Mary Martha Cosby.
Is it gonna be? It's gonna be like. Oh, I can't say that. Never mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be one, and then we're gonna have what you call it? What's her name? Lisa Rhines. Lisa Rhines is gonna interview people for it.
Oh God.
Is
that the one who did the Scientology?
Yeah, she's the Scientology one.
Yeah.
Leah Remini.
Yeah, Leah Remini. Yeah.
Lisa Rhymes.
I was like, I felt like I know who you were talking about.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry, guys.
I was like, Leanne Rhymes? Is Leanne Rhymes doing that now? What is she doing?
I have pregnancy brain until forever. So it's gonna be
it's going to happen. I'm telling you, this docuseries. Here's the thing with Christianity in America. When you mix Christian church, a lot of Christian churches, not all of them. A lot of them are built on capitalism, and capitalism is the cornerstone of America. So I would not be surprised if there are some dirty dealings going on. And wasn't it L. Ron Hubbard himself? He said the best way to make money in America is to build a church or create a religion. He said that. Okay, so bada bing, bada boom. And listen, I know some Scientologists. They different.
Did you walk into the building? Were you telling me that?
Okay. Oh my God.
Or you walked by it?
I walked past it and there was nobody in there.
Wait, was that the one in Times Square, near Times Square?
No, I went to the one in Harlem.
There's one in Harlem too?
There's one in Harlem on 125th and 2nd Avenue. And when I'm telling you that building is a ghost town. It is a ghost town. And they come to my building all the time and leave flyers. I'm like, no. So I took all of them and I took them to work. I said, look, y'all, they be leaving flyers for us. And they're like, why did you grab them? I said, I don't know, but I brought them to show y'all.
Well, like what happened? I feel like you could write there's just shit that's always happening with you. But okay, hold on. I did want to bring up New York.
Do you remember living in New York?
I mean, yes.
For 13 years. Listen, the only reason why I didn't hop on live on Fridays because a hoe tried to fight me in the grocery store. So like I was busy. Like, of course she lost, but like don't. So. And I didn't have to I did not have to be physical in any shape or form. I used my words. I was like, I conjured the spirit of Garcelle Beauvoir. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be classy and not trashy.
I'm about to conjure the spirit of Lisa Rinna and mention it all. But I did want to bring up this tweet really quick. Since we're on the topic. Okay, hold on. No, it's right here. Lisa Barlow said Cameron was not impaired at all. This is disgusting when she was talking about the man who was allegedly a part of Mary's congregation. And Mary Cosby replied and said, yes, he was, Lisa. You better stop with your lies. You know he was, meaning he was impaired.
He was not at all.
First off, there are a lot of people who have allegedly he died of brain cancer. There are a lot of people out here who have brain cancer or who have tumors in their skull and are still able to be 100% competent. Are they tired due to the treatments that they have to receive for said cancer? Of course, but they are still 100% competent. So like for Mary to say that, it's just like, Mary, what are you trying to hide? When am I going to find out in this non-existent docuseries that will be ci out in 2020?
Okay, with this docuseries. You're not getting the docuseries.
I am going to get the docuseries. Adam, I'm a determined woman. I'm a Black woman in America. I am determined, okay?
But if Peacock is smart, they'll jump on that docuseries before Hulu does.
Hello?
Okay, I want to break up a couple more tweets, and I'm going to let Janelle sit over there and manifest this docuseries. Here's another one. Keeping Kevin replied to Lisa Barlow after Lisa said Cameron was on the board of Utah Foster Care. Read his bio, and I met Mary through Cameron. There are no surprises here. Keeping Kevin said, oh, come on, Lisa. You literally set the scene at your kids' brand's product event. Very strategic of you to place him in front of the camera, and now you don't want anyone to talk about him? Boom. Pan over. Another one said, no, I was talking to my husband and clearly she knows and knew more than all of us. Graceland said, wow, so sad. What do you think about Meredith Marks on Watch What Happens Live right now? Do you agree that you were being a shady friend and whispering that she knew more? Oh, she said, no, I was talking to my husband and clearly she knows more than and knew more than all of us. That is shady as hell. By the way, if you guys missed Watch What Happens Live last night, Meredith Marks was asked by Andy Cohen about this, about her whispering into the phone. And Meredith was like, well, honestly, these weren't her words verbatim, but she's like, to me, it's pretty much bullshit that she would even mention my name in a federal investigation and could potentially get me implicated. She's like, what kind of friend is that?
She said she was disappointed that Lisa would do something like that. She's disappointed was the key word. I was like, okay, are you disengaging from this friendship?
Yeah, she's disengaging, but it keeps going.
The feds are in it. I would disengage too. I don't know none of y'all.
I would disengage too.
My name is Bennett and I ain't in it.
Okay. And Paget Brewster said, I think people are pointing out the fact that he made the choice to be mic'd and signed a waiver. It's more than just being at an event. It's tragic that he passed, but he knowingly put what he had to say out there for discussion on a reality show. Commentary is appropriate. Lisa said he was not mic'd and everyone at the event signed a waiver. I feel like he answered questions when asked. Lastly, not to be messy, but she mentioned he had mental issues in an interview last week. Maybe Mary told her this info, and she said it is not true and wrong for anyone to speak on his health. He left Mary's church years prior. He was completely fine. In fact, you will see more soon. How would she know based on her 5-minute conversation at an event where he was a board member? All right. I mean, I honestly, you can't dance around this. Jason, I'm going to ask really quick. I'm going to go around the room, staged or not. Jason?
What, at the event?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Janelle?
100% yes.
Judgy Justice?
1,000% yes.
I thought I was at a Broadway musical rehearsal.
Hello. Like where's my stage manager? Where's my audience?
They had like their markings around.
Yeah, they had their marks.
Like, okay, everyone get on your marks. Are we ready? Okay, 5, 6, 7,
Places,
8,
please.
I mean,
Like I thought I was back in acting school all over again. Like first off, like oh my, I acted better during my freshman year of acting school than
Actually, a Disney original channel, a Disney Channel original movie was better acting than them.
Right.
I mean, to be fair, I tried getting casted in one of those, and I'm a bad actor and couldn't even do that. So, Lisa, you're doing the damn thing. But I do want to give credit where credit is due in this situation when, you know, Lisa Barlow is panicking. She's freaking out. She's crying. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. And you see everybody crying. And then you see this woman who's like, we can't be so quick. Like, we don't have all of the details. Innocent until proven guilty. Why are we so quick to crucify this woman? Which was the complete opposite reaction of Meredith, who was like, nope, she's out. Get her away from my family. Stay out of my store. I don't want you anywhere near me. Were you surprised by Jenny Wynn's reaction?
You have to remember, Jenny is new, right? We talked about that. And then also later in the episode, I think she kind of realizes, I know this is a separate subject, that Lisa kind of gives you like a bone, but doesn't really, you know what I mean? She doesn't give you everything.
What's the opposite of a bone collector? Because that's Lisa. Like she's not astray. She is not going to like, well, didn't you do this? Like, I feel like she's whatever the opposite of a bone collector, that is Lisa Barlow. Because she be doing the most. I just like, girl, just say it already. I can't betray people's confidences by not saying anything.
Well, and something that like it pissed Jason off last night too. And when he mentioned it, I thought about it. And Meredith was the one who originally got mad, but you're giving us these tidbits of, oh, I think they had a special kind of relationship. What does that mean, Lisa?
But also, Lisa is the first to cave in. You know, they keep pushing her enough, and she's like, no. Okay, he sold his mortgage his house for $300,000 and gave her all the money. Wait, what? What the hell? Why couldn't you just say that in the first place? Why did we have to sit here and be like, hello, Lisa, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Like, I feel like she's not good at this.
I mean, when she said it, because I don't know if you guys know this, but and hi, Philly Diva. I'm going to bring up Philly Diva too with us. When she said this thing about the mortgage, I did an interview almost a year ago today with Dan Cosby, who is related to Mary, had a lot to say, and he mentioned the mortgage situation because Mary Cosby inherited a mortgage company from her grandmother. So it makes you kind of wonder. And when Lisa Barlow said that, my reaction was this. I was like, oh, no, they didn't just bring that up. Yes, they did.
Oh my God, that imaging. Oh my God, I can't.
I mean, she really always does come with the faces, though. Just saying.
Yes, and the outfits.
I mean, yeah.
She's an interesting lady. Like she's just interesting from her wig choices to her outfits. Like
her wigs are so much better this season, though. You have to give her that.
Yeah, they're better. But I just need her to give like Karen Huger a call. Just give Karen she's called a hair doctor. He does. I
just want her to give Giselle a call for some style, though.
No.
I just see her. No.
Okay, wait, what?
Giselle,
first off, can I just say
she just gaslights everyone on Instagram to keep it going, to make herself relevant. She's relevant for bad fashion. Like even when she tries to look good, it's like it's like something's off. It's like a big an adult find what's wrong, find what's missing. Sense of style.
I just don't think she knows how to dress for her body. I think she has a very muscular, athletic body, also with curves, and she just doesn't know necessarily what looks like. What is that?
That looks good.
Wait, what? No.
What are you talking about? She looks like a goddess here. You guys.
Yeah, but this isn't the goddess picnic. This is a reunion.
Okay, so then what the hell is everyone else coming dressed like?
She looks like she was at Joann's Fabric and someone just wrapped her up.
Oh my God.
No, don't Kathy Hilton her.
First off, that is what I would wear to a fancy dress party in college if the theme was Greek goddess.
Toga.
Toga. It would have been a major toga party in college. That would have been me.
And also, this outfit was too long too. The outfit wasn't her body. So I think that's another issue. Is she's so cheap buying all this stuff, but then she doesn't go get it tailored.
Well, neither did she.
But listen.
No,
listen,
but hers
I love Mia and her size 12 feet.
Oh, I like that
outfit. Listen, I have size 12 feet, so I understand the struggle. So if Candace kept coming from me and my big ass feet, I'd be like, bitch, what you got? Okay.
I think in a woman, I think I wear size 14 in women's.
Ooh, child, you would never find anything, but try.
It's a big world out there. It's just online shopping. It's a big e-commerce
Zappos will get your whole entire life. Zappos sponsor Adam and Jason's channels. Okay.
I mean, listen, I'll take my big feet and my big forehead, and I will go on. We'll
get Adam a nice pair of heels.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna bring up Philly Diva really quick.
That I would want to see.
Hi, Philly Diva.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Because I don't know if you guys can hear me in the new space. So.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, before we ask Philly Diva's opinion on Salt Lake City and we switch it up for Potomac, I wanted to say 250 in the room, guys. Go ahead, smash that like button. Philly Diva, you obviously watched last night Salt Lake City.
Yes, I
Thoughts
did.
on the Mary Cosby Cole allegations, Jen Shaw going into her attorneys saying, you know I'm innocent, and Lisa Barlow coming around with a bunch of nothing, really, but something, but nothing.
So I hear the footsteps coming, so let me make this quick. So the first thing I'm going to say, and there she is.
Hi.
Hello.
I just have to ask a question. So do it. Do I do the same thing with this?
Yes, but give me 20 seconds to heat up your pizza.
I got it.
Okay. So let me make
I can't wait to be a mom.
Oh my gosh, she's so precious. Oh my
Thank you. Thank you. So I think Mary said the most interesting thing in the realest thing, because I really don't. Sometimes she's great, and then sometimes I'm like, shut the F up. But when she said, tell me a religion, a practice that hasn't been talked about, she's put it on a plate and put a paper towel over it. Like, who hasn't been talked about in that religious space, whether you agree with them or not? I do know people who have donated a lot to the church, and they've done it off of faith. And sometimes that, I don't know. Let me choose my words very carefully. I don't want to say sometimes that faith doesn't pan out, because that is not true. Sometimes the preachers of that word are more about that money, what that money can do, versus the amount of faith that was in that person's heart to give it to them, if that's making sense.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I want to say about that really quick, because you brought up a good point. Jason's family, Jason grew up Mormon, and his family would always give back. It's 10%, right, Jason? Mm-hmm. So 10%. And then I know I've shared this before, but they gave 10% their whole lives. And then when Jason's dad came down with cancer, and his mom and his parents, they were, they didn't have a bunch of work.
They didn't have that 10%.
Yeah, well, they had the 10%. They still kept on putting it in, but they couldn't pay their bills. They really struggled. His dad was super sick. They didn't think he was going to make it. And the church actually stepped forward and paid all of their bills and made sure that they were taken care of.
Is that's
to do.
Yeah.
Supposed to do. It doesn't happen in every congregation of the Mormon church, of course. But when we couldn't pay bills or have our lights on, true story, the church did actually pay our bills, but it's not like you can just ask the church to pay your bills anytime. You have to actually.
Yeah. And I think I said this on Jason's channel before. I forgot Tea Talk with, I forgot.
Shaw.
With Shaw.
Yeah. Cause she's a PK. She's a preacher's kid. My family has been tithing 10%, for as long as I can remember to our home church. And the thing is that we know as a congregation where every cent and dollar is going to, whether that is towards the building fund, or whether that's going to plumbing, or whether that's going to keeping the lights on, or whatever. I know there was a lady in my church that was unexpectedly, she landed in the hospital. So I know that the pastor and the first lady went to go visit her and to pray with her and whatnot. So the thing is when you know where every cent and dollar is going to, then it propels you more to give. The problem I have with Mary's church, and I've talked about this with my family because I'm just curious on their opinions, is just I don't I'm not a member of her congregation, but when I see how much designer clothes she has in her closet, I am seriously questioning where the money that these people, because the people in her congregation are not rich from what we can see or from what we have heard. So it's like they're giving their hard-earned cash to this church, and next thing you know, I'm seeing you shopping at Gucci and Chanel and Louis Vuitton, and I'm going, what the hell? Like,
and it's not the signature pieces that we can all kind of, not only say we all can afford, but the signature pieces that are on the lower end of the spectrum. They're the high end. They're not allocated at every Louis Vuitton store. They are very specific, very designer, very high end. The fact that Louis Vuitton is a high end brand, and then still there is a higher echelon to that brand, and that's what Mary wears. That the vintage Chanel,
basis.
By the way,
on a regular basis, those are the things that cause stop.
No,
those
I
are the
agree
things
with
that
that.
cause pause.
Judgy Justice, before I read this, I see you raise your hand.
So like one thing for me is that I understand what you're saying, talking about Janelle and Philly Diva, because for me, like she's my great grandmother. One of my grandmothers, I don't know how far back. I don't know if she's the first one or the second one, because I get confused with my family. Because after you hit grandma status, we just call you grandma.
Right.
So call you grandma. We're not doing too many more great
grandma.
Yeah, because our family will get offended. They'll be like, stop trying to make me sound old. I'm young. But for her, like 7 families for us, they got together and they started their own Seventh-day Adventist church, and she was a part of those founders. And like for me, like one reason why like I haven't really gone back was because when she died, and like they gave her like a nice service at the church, everything like that, and like she has like 6 children, so it's like, why is the pastor the first one to eat, not any of her children, not any of her grandchildren like me? And then why is he also able to get like so much food? Like they were scooping out to us like we were in the soup kitchen, like oh, we have to serve everybody. But it's like, and then when I found out later, before my aunt passed away, because she passed away like a year later, she paid for all the food, so you guys didn't even pay for the food. And like, so that's where it draws for me, is like, you didn't pay for the food. Y'all was watching my plate, clocking my second, third plate. And then, and then you're giving more to the pastor, like, and that's not even the pastor my grandmother likes. Like, he didn't even do the service. It was another pastor that did the service.
Judgy Justice, I actually, I have a similar experience, because I went to a friend's wedding and she had an open bar, and they were checking the shit out of me when I kept going back up, and I was getting drinks, and they're like, haven't you been here like 4 or 5 times? I'm like, maybe.
Isn't it an open bar?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like,
that's a cheap ass open bar. But they'll get you, they'll clock you, and especially when they're not the ones spending the money. But I did want to ask really quick, Jason, there is a question here, and I wanted to know if the Mormon church does this, but is Mary's church transparent with the allocation of their funds? Is the Mormon church transparent?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it, to be honest. I don't know.
Bye, Philly Diva.
I have a feeling they are, because remember when the whole Prop 8 thing happened, and they could tell where money was going, and it was going against that for California. So I don't know. As far as like the congregation, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Sarah Smile said
all Christian churches, because remember, Mormonism is technically a branch of Christianity. So
Yes.
not all Christian churches, regardless of it's like Mormon or AME or Baptist, whatever. Not all of them are going to be transparent with where funds are allocated. So because like I will never go back Creflo Dollar asking his congregation for a private plane. I was like, I be damn. Well, am I going to get on that private plane, or am I going to be hanging out by the wing? Like, what are we doing?
I remember that, because he was like, because this is how we're going to get the message.
I was like,
everyone.
Am I going to get on that private plane?
Oh, Philly Diva, there's an echo.
Like, that's what I remember. Because I see, and it's this plane right here. It's this plane. I've had a vision. I had a vision. I feel like
they were making money for that plane. I was like, oh hell no! I was walking out.
I mean, it does get ridiculous. Sarah Smile said, my synagogue doesn't do tithes. We do monthly membership dues based on income. And every month we get a synopsis of what it was used for. All right. And then Leroy said, my God doesn't charge me to communicate. LOL. I pray for free at home. All right. That's interesting.
That's fine.
What happens? Well, I was going to ask.
To worship whoever you worship in the way you want to worship. I just think if you decide to go worship in a church, that the church should be transparent with where the funds are going to. But you have the right as a human being to worship in any shape or form the way you want to.
Or actually help their local community or their members quickly. Like if you hear that they're actually in the hospital, being there like that next day to help out the family would be acceptable. Give it, like those.
I want to ask this really quick before we bring Philly Diva back. Jason, what happens if you don't give in to tithes?
You don't have to.
Oh, they just judge you.
You should. It's not like you have to do anything. It's the same thing with, our word of wisdom and stuff. You treat your body as a temple. However, a lot of Mormons, look at Lisa Barlow, they call them I forgot what kind of Mormons, but I grew up drinking caffeine. My grandmother drank tea. No caffeine, no tea, no coffee, no really hot drinks, just stuff like that. But you don't have to do that. It is just suggested.
Okay. I'm going to bring up Philly Diva and I'm going to switch over the conversation. Hi, Philly Diva.
Hey, I'm back.
Your cat dropped you out. All right. I want to change up the conversation really quick. Guys, we have 330 in the room. Go ahead, smash that like button. I have the call-in link attached, so you're more than welcome to call in and join the conversation. I want to talk about Potomac really quick, only because, man, we had some action, but the saying last night was land the plane. And Dr. Wendy Osefo tried. She saw that the pilot was out and he conked out. I don't know what happened. He had a seizure. So she tried grabbing control and then she just crashed that plane so fast. She showed up and she thought she was doing the damn thing.
She pulled a Harrison Ford.
You didn't just say crash the plane.
She crashed the plane.
She is no Scully.
She pulled a Harrison Ford. She is not Scully.
She crashed the shit out of that plane. I want to say that.
That was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays Scully, not Harrison Ford.
No, Harrison Ford is always crashing his goddamn plane. He can't stop for anything.
Oh,
I mean,
my airplane movies.
His plane in the state of California has revoked that pilot's license, but he still continues to fly that stupid plane at 100 years old. Just sit down, have several seats, and use that Indiana Jones money to get flew
I
out.
would like to show my exhibit A of when you sent that text message. Yes, this is my brother's plaque of Tiger Woods. I don't know why he has it, but let me tell you, it's a long story.
Awful.
I want to say really quick though, since she did crash the plane though, she could take the paper out of that manila folder and make a paper plane, and she might have better luck with that because this shit was not working for her. And it's embarrassing when we had Monique Samuels show up last reunion with a fully color-coded binder. Yeah, the binder that needs to be in the Housewives Museum.
It was this thick.
You don't have to tell me. I was all about the binder. I want to see the binder in person. I'm going to ask her next time we see her. And
no, the binder's burned. No, she burned the binder.
I seen her husband every so often because he coaches for the football team, which I'm an alumni at. He's the assistant defensive coach, and I see him every so often on the weekends. So maybe I need to ask him, be like, "We need your wife's binder, sir. We still need the answers."
Come on, Justice.
Stephen Poor, thank you for the super chat. It's sad that people can just take from someone and still try to speak the word of God. It's even worse that people are blinded by the corruption and follow blindly. Stephen, thank you so much for the super chat. That's super sweet. And Pamela said, dang, Jason, you look like a baby today. Adam, you always look like a baby to me. Love you guys so much. Yeah, Jason looks like a baby or a real pain in my...
At least I don't act like one, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Y'all better be careful. Somebody may be building a binder on y'all and all this banter y'all do. So
well, they think it's hot. They're gonna be sliding in somebody's DMs. I saw you fighting with your man.
And I was like, yeah. When I got off, I ended up playing grip ball.
Playing what? The hell's
grip ball?
Oh, you're not well versed. You don't know.
You don't know grip ball, Jason?
You don't know grip ball? I'll teach you about grip ball.
Don't you teach him about grip ball?
Oh, we're going to play grip ball tomorrow morning.
We do not want to play grip ball. Jason, you do not want to play grip ball with your man. Listen,
Jason, you don't know grip ball?
Listen, because I'm going to catch a charge if he tries to play grip ball with you. Okay.
Jason, grip ball is where you get the grits all nice and warm on the stove, and you get them going. You get them real hot, you know. You get them hot, and then you're like, here, let me serve you some grits. And then when you do, you throw it in their face and you beat the hell out of them with the pan. You just beat them, and you keep beating them, and you keep beating them, and then
for best results, using a cast iron skillet is ideal.
Oh,
see,
my goodness,
it will knock a bitch out.
That is called grip ball.
We're going to ban Adam from watching all Medea and Love and Hip Hop because you are now doomed.
No,
I feel like I've seen every Medea movie like 15 times.
You remember that scene? It was Medea's family reunion.
It was Medea's family reunion because her man was acting the fool, and he's like, "You want some hot grits?" And Medea was like,
Underwood. "You want some hot grits?" Oh, but I love me some Underwood. I'm like, gosh, why do
when it's the holidays and Jason says, do you wanna watch like a holiday movie? I'm like, yeah, I want to watch either Medea Goes to Jail or Diary of a Mad Black Woman or Medea, like the holiday version. I watch, my mom and I, it's our favorite movies. I could watch Medea and anything Tyler Perry all day. I think it's so funny.
My favorite play is like, what is it? Goodness gracious, I can't remember right now.
I don't remember the plays, but I remember enjoying them as a kid. Like I always, every time like my aunts would buy the DVD, I always enjoyed watching the Tyler Perry play. I find his plays sometimes more entertaining than some of his movies.
Exactly. This right here.
Jason might know a little bit something about Matilda on Broadway, but I'll get him well versed in Medea.
Matilda on Broadway. I saw that.
Okay.
So did we. We left during intermission. That's how great it was.
I loved the opening of that.
I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't terrible, but it was cute. Good. It was what it was.
I mean, Miss Trunchbull was not doing it.
Well, we didn't see the original on Broadway. See, I went to the opening. It was way different than it was when it was like 5 years later when we saw it, or 4 years later.
You have to see it with the original Broadway cast most of the time. So, because
absolutely,
like if you ever go see Spring, like I saw Spring Awakening with the original Broadway cast, and then I saw it again 2 years later or a year later, and it was a different cast. Ooh, child.
Well, I want to move back over to Potomac really quick. I do have a question for you three. When watching Potomac last night, it seemed like one of our cast members, whether it was the housewife or a house husband, seemed like they came a little bit tipsy pants. Can anybody guess who I'm talking about?
Your best friend.
The guy who does not own Bassett Furniture.
Right.
Okay. That's a good guess.
I mean, he brought
the one that
he
loves
brought his cup out with him because he knew he was behind the couch, so he was like.
Well, a lot of people had said it's been brought up so much this season that it's kind of like an FU. I'm just bringing my drink out.
I mean, FU to who?
I mean, I don't know, but I honestly became the Chris show for a second. It was almost cringy to watch, and I'm just I don't feel like we got to hear from any of the husbands. I'm glad when we heard from G. You know, I thought he was very respectful of Ashley and that whole situation. I was like, I left me speechless, just like it left Ashley speechless. So I was like, okay, that's nice. But we didn't hear from Eddie, really. We didn't hear from Ray. I mean, but I don't know what Ray's going to say. But then, of course, Michael and...
I don't think there was anything we could hear from Ray. And then also, I think that Ashley... No. You know, it wasn't expected for G to just let it go. And then for Mia to just let her man just handle his business and just say whatever. She was like ready to go back through. And it's like, nah.
I said this earlier. I don't know if you noticed this, but
I go say nothing.
Ashley Darby leans in. When she's getting ready, she goes, you said what? And she leans in, and that's how you know. And when G went to say something, she looked at him and she got in her stance. And he's like, watching it back, I see where I did wrong, so I'm sorry. And she's like, well, damn, G, you didn't have to. Okay, I'm not used to that. Thank you.
You sure she wasn't leaning in because she was on the far end of the couch and she couldn't hear shit?
She had no storyline.
How did Robin get a better position?
That's the reason why she was in the last position.
That's where Wendy's going to be sitting next year.
I mean, she did walk up into that house with her breast milk saying, like, I ain't got no storyline, so I'm going to make one.
Hold on real quick. Since you brought that up, I do want to say, one, Ashley Darby with no storyline and her breast milk was more of a storyline than Robin Dixon, so she should have been closer on the couch. And two, when Nicki Minaj came out, opened up with, I love you, ladies. How are you? Doing good? You're doing good. Real good?
Adam,
okay, great. Here we go.
Can you please, Adam, can you put that photo back up, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I want everyone to know I am not a wigologist, But you see how Nicki's hairline is of perfection. That is what we were missing from Giselle in that wig. Okay, like where are the baby hairs?
I can't see nothing.
Like,
and I'm trying to clock that wig.
Well, she has a good. Karen has a good wig.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. But Giselle didn't during the reunion. I was like, "What are we doing, Giselle?"
That one.
I just need to say this. Giselle got a wig on like mine. And I'm covering my hairline up with a headband.
Ooh.
So are you telling Giselle to cover her hair up with a headband?
Listen, you can clock my hair. You can clock where my hair ends and my wig begins. That is not what you are supposed to be able to do with a wig.
Right.
I mean, I am a wigologist. My sister does hair. I've been getting wigs and weaves since the 90s. I'm just saying, Norma. You should not be able to see the difference, the lace in between the textures of my actual skin and the literal fake netting of a wig that has the hair sewn in. You should not be able to see that. It is literally bleached to the tone of your scalp. Yeah. And then the makeup is, then you're glued down, and then the makeup is done. She doesn't do any of that. She slapped on that $200 wig.
200? Wait, hold on. Don't insult the. Oh, come on now, 200.
That was not a two.
That was not.
No, Giselle wig was $200. Giselle had a $200 wig on.
I think Jason and I we have no dog in this fight because I honestly couldn't tell you the difference between a good wig or a bad wig. But what I can tell you is I think Giselle at least has style. So
style of what?
Okay.
I mean,
style of
that house.
Person.
Here's the thing. Giselle is a beautiful woman. She has a gorgeous body. And I really do think she just not, that looks like a robe. If it was me, that looks like, that is not a good dress, Adam.
This is not a good dress.
What you had to do.
That's a pretty dress, but it just does, but the dress is wearing Robin. Robin is not wearing the dress. And that is the issue. Robin
honestly, the two of them could have switched outfits. And I'd have been okay with that. I think Giselle has more personality to pull off Robin's dress, whereas Robin is dull, has no oomph. She could have worn that plain Jane hot pink jumpsuit with a belt around it, and we'd have thought she was doing something because it was a pop of color. Yeah, Giselle has the personality to pull off that nude illusion dress that is her skin tone, has the beauty to not wear a lot of makeup. And then we'd have been like, oh,
she did wear a lot of makeup.
She
did wear a lot of makeup. Did you not see the blue eyeshadow?
No,
I said she doesn't have to wear a lot of makeup.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Norma Maldonado said, "Are you a good wig or a bad wig?" Okay, all right. So real quick, actually, I want to go on to the last topic really quick before we end up capping this off, and I'm going to just hit you guys with this. We know that Nicki Minaj is coming in, and she's coming in for blood. She does not give a shit, and she's allowed to take sides and say whatever she wants. Andy Cohen made it very clear. You don't have to be in favor of anybody. You can say what you want. No holds barred conversation. I think it's pretty scary for the rest of the women that she started with Ashley because she's like, wait a minute, let me work myself up. I'm going to start with you because you came in with your breast milk and you tried to get some more camera time, but it makes me fearful of what she has for the rest of the women. And I feel like the way that we saw in the preview for next week where Candace interjects trying to stick up for Ashley Darby and Nikki's like, Candace, really? And then Robin tries saying something and she goes, Robin? I'm like, guys, you better shut the hell up. Nikki's not playing.
Because she watches the show like the rest of us watch the show. Right. And we can we'll say it amongst each other here on the YouTube or in the comments. But to have Nicki have the power, for lack of a better word, and the influence to be on the show, not only have, an older song open up the show. Like, I mean, I love Nicki, but that wasn't one of her newer hits.
Right.
And don't come at me, Barbs. I'm just speaking chronological.
She will.
Yeah, the
Barbs, they will.
The Barbs will come.
They're already looking for your address.
Right. Right. Barbs, do not come for any of us. Do not come for Philly Diva. She is just stating her opinion. Do not come for us.
Do not come for y'all. I am stating my opinion.
Don't come for a judge.
At the same time, I'm with the shits. Like, fuck these YouTube streets. I'm with the shits.
I'm with the shits. Okay. I'm
not, because I am scared of the barbs. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, I am not scared of a lot of things, and the barbs got me shook up. So I'm good. Like, I don't
at the
have
end
that
of the
much time.
day, I got the Navy and the Beehive behind me. So
okay, hold on. All right, you have the Swifties too?
My daughter's a Swiftie. I don't want to say F them Swifties. My daughter's a Swiftie.
Hey, yeah, let's keep it PG. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm gonna go around the.
I just keep my faith in my medal. That's it.
I'm gonna go around the room really quick. I don't know. Did Jason, what did you like? Go take a bathroom break, or today I asked him. I said, when you turn off your camera, where do you go? He's like, sometimes I have to pee. Sometimes I have to get up and stretch. Sometimes I'm making a drink. I'm like, do you give heads up, or do you just? No. I'm checked out for 10 seconds.
He's just a guest. I'm gonna turn the camera.
This is not my show.
Thank you. This is not my show.
Okay, I'm gonna go around the room, and I'm gonna to kind of end us off, and I'm gonna ask what you're looking forward to, and you have to get specific when it comes to part 4 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. What interaction with which housewife are you looking forward to the most? And I'm going to start, and I'm gonna drop everyone down as we go through. I'm gonna start with you, Philly Diva. Whose interaction with Nicki Minaj are you interested in the most, and why?
I'm interested to see how she questions Giselle. Okay. I really want to see the two queen bees go at each other, because what are you really going to say about the grind down? She's already said that she loves Karen. She's already said that Karen is, has played the favorites towards Karen. And I think, like the rest of us who saw how Giselle really was on Monique last season and really trying to do the same thing towards Candace, even though I'm not a Candace fan, she was really trying to stay in that same limelight. I really want to see if she's going to come at Giselle with everything we've seen that she does. Like, don't hold back. You see what we see. So you see that she's,
yeah, she's a puppet master.
You see that she's a puppet master, and that, she is, playing these girls and having them, do the storyline. Same way Nicki said to Ashley, you over here doing Giselle's dirty work. So I want to see her say that to Giselle. The same way she said that to Ashley. You're doing Giselle's dirty work. So why you got these girls doing over your dirty work? Why won't you just say, this cat is about to attack me? Why won't you just say? You see I'm backing up because she's ready to pounce. Like,
maybe she's a bard. Maybe the cat is a bard.
The cat is a bard.
Probably is a bard, and she's about to get at me.
No, I agree with you, Philly Diva. I think that, and we know that she is going. The two that she goes the hardest in on is Candace and Giselle. So, I agree. Philly Diva, thank you to you and your cat for calling in. I hope that she's not a barb and takes you out, and also I hope your daughter enjoys her pizza.
Yes.
Love it.
Philly Diva. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, Judgy Justice, which interaction are you excited about the most?
Oh, I want to hear this.
All right, so I do second Philly Diva's Giselle, but to add somebody new, I really want to see how she goes with what's Wendy's response to the big booty models and stuff, because again, she gets really offended when people talk about her family and her husband. Yeah. So I really want to see what's extent that she's gonna go to like pick up for herself against her. Like, that's something that's just gonna be interesting for me. And then second and the third one is like, just off basis, because we're gonna see Candace and Giselle. But for me, and then I also want to see her call like Robin and me and Giselle secret lovers that are not so secret.
Okay.
What secret lovers? What are you talking about?
She brings up this. She's like, "Are you two secret lover things like that? Just kind of stick around together and do the same thing?" And they're like, "What? No."
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I just want to see it again because that just makes me smile, because again, it's too it's too much of a coincidence with them too. Like, they always hang out. They have that.
Okay, it's not. She's her henchman. She's her henchman. But
maybe they're like Oprah and Gayle. Like, Oprah and Gayle just chill. They just hang out, and they've been having rumors about them forever. But they're just friends.
All right.
Hey, we don't know what goes on in the Oprah house.
Okay, we're not gonna speak. Okay, we cannot be speaking on my girl Oprah. Listen,
I agree with that. I second that.
Listen, I love me some Oprah. Oprah and Gail are friends, and so are Robin and
the thing is that the no wedding band bandits may have a reason why they have no wedding bands.
Okay, Judgy Justice. With that, that's a way to drop a bomb before we end out on this. Judgy Justice, thank you for that. Now you have everybody talking. Where can we find you, please?
Hi, everyone. You can find me on Judgy Justice. I'll be going live tomorrow at 12, giving you my feedback on the Real Housewives of Potomac and also the girls' trip up to episode 4. I'm trying to wait for episode 5 to come out because I want to add that to like my threshold of stuff, but that's kind of what's going on. So please come become one of my jury members. We have fun in the courtroom. We laugh, we talk, and I throw a lot of shade.
All right. Judgy Justice, thank you. And hopefully we see you tomorrow night for Hot Messy Topics.
All righty. Bye.
Bye. All right, Janelle. Interaction you're looking forward to the most.
Okay. I'm going to be like Justice. I second everything that Philly Diva said. I second everything that Justice said, except I don't really care about the whole like Robin and Giselle. Like, I think they're really just friends. Like, they just sit together. I don't think anything is going on. And if there were, it ain't our business. So it's a party. But I am looking forward to, oh my God, I want to see this interaction between Nicki and Candace and the music. And I'm hoping, I am praying that Nicki gives Candace some sage advice about keeping her ass off of Twitter. I mean, because disaster is an understatement for how Candace is on Twitter. Okay. And Mia was giving her a run for her money. So I want to see that interaction because I think it's going to be lit. And also, I'm so glad that I now know that brown bottle was tequila. Like, get everybody turned up. I thought it was brown liquor. I thought it was whiskey. But no, he's tequila.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say he said tequila, but that's when you found out, huh?
Yeah, that's when I found out. I was like, okay, good. Because if it was whiskey, it'd be a wrap. Like, might as well just close down the reunion because everyone's about to get lit. Everyone's about, like, I don't know what it is about Black people and brown liquor, but it just does something to our DNA. I can't explain it. But, like, listen, we brought brown liquor to my Thanksgiving last year, and I can't talk about it on camera because that's how lit it was. So, like, I'm just saying. So I am looking forward to that interaction.
The Candace interaction and owning up for the music and also seeing how, I mean, honestly, I think she's going to rip her apart. So we'll have to wait and see. And like I said earlier, I hope that it's not just Candace. I hope she equally rips everyone. That way it's not uncomfortable for us to watch. But thank you, Janelle. Janelle, where can we find you, please?
You can find me on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Janelle Sunshine, all one word, JeANELL. I be in here. I be in these streets, you know. I be doing the thing. You'll see me tweet about Real Housewives and SNL because SNL's been funny lately. I was like pleasantly shocked. Okay. And the last 2 weeks they've had hot ass men hosting, and it just made me so excited. So, oh no, I forgot about Jason Sudeikis. Now he is my newfound crush. Let me tell that's a whole other conversation for a whole other time. But I never thought Jason Sudeikis would be my type until I watched SNL, and I was just like, oh my God, bonjour. You are single. How are you? Do you want to date a 31-year-old fabulous Black woman from Florida who lives in Harlem? You know.
Okay. All right, Janelle, we appreciate you. Everybody make sure you go follow Janelle at Janelle Sunshine. Janelle, thank you so much, and we hope we see you tomorrow.
Yes, I hope so.
Bye, Janelle.
Too. Yes.
Bye, Janelle. All right, Jason, help us end this off and let us know what interaction are you looking forward to the most?
Surprisingly, I'm looking forward to 3 because, I think the Ashley thing, I think she's getting hers like right off the bat. But I'm excited to, for some reason, Mia.
Okay, that's interesting.
She's a newbie, and I feel like Nicki might have some stuff to say, but also Candace and Giselle for sure, 100%.
I mean, honestly, now that you guys have hit all the one, like obviously there's only so many, but I'm most interested. I have to agree on the Candace situation because her asking Candace to sing just without auto-tune right on the spot, I thought that was okay. All right, here we go.
We've seen Candace many times, belt out or just like start singing. She can. I don't think she can sing.
All right. Julia, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Jason, thank you. And thank you for sitting through this with me. I know I sprung this on you last minute. Can you let us know where we can find you?
We have been talking about this all day. I feel like I can recite Real Housewives of Salt Lake and Potomac too at this point. You guys can find me at Down with Jason. Tomorrow night, we're going live at 11 p.m. to do our Anchor Watch, our Below Deck recap, which is one of my favorite shows. We might have a surprise live tomorrow. I'm still working on that currently, and we're just so busy. Like I almost feel like I'm busier working on your stuff right now than I am anything else. And you have a surprise coming up this week, which I'm really excited about.
Yes, guys, I have a surprise coming up this week. Make sure you go follow Jason on his channel, Down with Jason. Thank you for all of our super chats and super stickers. Thank you to all of our mods, our amazing mods, and everyone who called in. I appreciate the hell out of you, and I know Jason does too. We know that it's a holiday weekend for some people who are watching. So if you guys are participating in the holidays, make sure you stay safe, make some memories, have some fun, and try not to work too hard. We're sending you all the love, and we hope to see you tomorrow. By the way, we are going live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for 90 Day Fiancé to recap it, Jason and I on my channel. And then also we'll be live with Emily D. Baker at 2:30 p.m. Eastern to talk about Jen Shaw and Stuart Smith. She's giving us a legal update. You don't want to miss it. Jason, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.